Have you ever wondered if there's a hidden world of sound that only a select few can access? This captivating question has intrigued spiritual seekers and scientists alike for centuries. In this video, we're going to explore the fascinating concept of spiritual frequencies and the idea that only certain individuals, the chosen ones, can perceive them. Spiritual frequencies are often described as vibrations or energies that exist beyond the range of normal human perception. These frequencies are believed to carry profound spiritual significance and connect us to higher realms of consciousness. Throughout history, various cultures and spiritual traditions have acknowledged the existence of such frequencies, albeit under different names and concepts. In ancient Hindu teachings, the concept of Nada Brahma suggests that the entire universe is composed of sound vibrations. Similarly, Aboriginal Australians speak of songlines, invisible pathways crisscrossing the land, detectable only through spiritual songs. In the Judeo-Christian tradition, the still small voice of God is often described as a subtle, almost inaudible sound that speaks to the soul. These spiritual frequencies are not confined to religious contexts. Many contemporary spiritual practices, such as sound healing and meditation, work with the idea of subtle energies and vibrations. Practitioners believe that by attuning ourselves to these frequencies, we can achieve greater harmony, healing, and spiritual growth. The idea of spiritual frequencies challenges our conventional understanding of reality. It suggests that there's more to our world than what we can perceive with our physical senses. This concept invites us to consider the possibility of hidden dimensions and layers of existence that may be accessible to those who are spiritually attuned. Some describe these frequencies as a cosmic symphony, playing constantly in the background of our lives. Others like them to the whispers of the universe, carrying messages of profound wisdom and universal truths. The nature of these frequencies is often described as both ethereal and powerful, capable of transforming one's perception of reality when experienced. However, the concept of spiritual frequencies is not without controversy. Skeptics argue that such phenomena are merely products of imagination or altered states of consciousness. This tension between belief and skepticism adds another layer of intrigue to the subject, making it a topic of ongoing debate and exploration. The idea of chosen ones, individuals with unique spiritual gifts or destinies, appears in numerous cultural and religious traditions worldwide. In the context of spiritual frequencies, this concept suggests that certain people possess an innate ability to perceive and interpret these subtle vibrations. In many indigenous cultures, shamans and medicine people are believed to have special connections to the spirit world, allowing them to hear and interpret messages that others cannot. Similarly, prophets in various religious traditions are often described as individuals chosen to receive divine communications. The notion of chosen ones extends beyond traditional spiritual contexts. In modern New Age philosophies, terms like indigo children or light workers describe individuals believed to have advanced spiritual awareness and capabilities. These concepts suggest that some people are born with or develop heightened sensitivity to subtle energies and frequencies. Characteristics often associated with these spiritually sensitive individuals include heightened intuition, empathy, and a deep sense of purpose or mission in life. Many report feeling different from a young age, as if they perceive the world in a way that others do not. Some describe experiencing vivid dreams, premonitions, or a sense of knowing things without logical explanation. However, the concept of chosen ones raises questions about spiritual equality and accessibility. If only certain individuals can hear these frequencies, what does that mean for everyone else? Some interpret this idea more inclusively, suggesting that while some may have natural abilities, anyone can develop spiritual sensitivity through practice and dedication. Critics of the chosen ones concept argue that it can lead to spiritual elitism or a sense of superiority. They caution against the potential for manipulation or exploitation of those who believe they have special abilities. This perspective emphasizes the importance of critical thinking and discernment in spiritual matters. Despite these criticisms, the idea of chosen ones continues to captivate the imagination of many. It speaks to a deep human desire for meaning and purpose, suggesting that some individuals may have a unique role to play in the grand tapestry of existence. While the concept of spiritual frequencies often falls outside the realm of conventional science, understanding human auditory perception can provide valuable insights into this phenomenon. The science of sound and hearing offers a framework for exploring the possibilities and limitations of human auditory capabilities. The human ear is typically capable of detecting sounds within a frequency range of about 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. However, this range can vary significantly between individuals and tends to decrease with age. Some people, often referred to as audio superlisteners, can perceive frequencies beyond this typical range. Factors influencing individual auditory capabilities include genetics, age, overall health, and environmental exposure. For instance, musicians and sound engineers often develop more acute hearing through training and practice. This suggests that our ability to perceive certain sounds can be influenced by both innate factors and personal experience. Interestingly, scientific research has shown that the human brain can respond to frequencies outside the typical range of conscious perception. Studies using EEG, electroencephalogram, have demonstrated brain activity in response to infrasound below 20 Hz and ultrasound above 20,000 Hz, even when subjects report not hearing anything. The field of psychoacoustics explores how the brain interprets sound, including phenomena like auditory illusions and the cocktail party effect, the ability to focus on a single voice in a noisy environment. These studies reveal the complex relationship between physical sound waves and our subjective experience of hearing. Some researchers have investigated the effects of specific sound frequencies on human consciousness and physiology. For example, certain frequencies have been associated with altered states of consciousness, relaxation, or heightened focus. While these studies don't directly address spiritual frequencies, they suggest that sound can have profound effects on our mental and emotional states. The concept of synesthesia, where stimulation of one sensory or cognitive pathway leads to involuntary experiences in another, might also be relevant. Some individuals report seeing sounds or hearing colors. While not directly related to spiritual frequencies, this phenomenon demonstrates the potential for unusual sensory experiences. From a neuroscientific perspective, spiritual or mystical experiences have been associated with specific patterns of brain activity. Some researchers propose that what we interpret as spiritual experiences may be linked to particular neurological states or processes. This doesn't necessarily negate the validity of these experiences, but offers a different framework for understanding them. Throughout history, there have been numerous accounts of individuals claiming to hear or perceive spiritual frequencies. These experiences, while subjective and often difficult to verify scientifically, provide fascinating insights into the phenomenon of spiritual hearing. Many who report hearing spiritual frequencies describe it as a subtle, almost imperceptible sound that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. Some liken it to a high-pitched ringing or humming, while others describe it as a melodious tone or a series of harmonious vibrations. The experience is often accompanied by a sense of profound peace, clarity, or connection to something greater than oneself. One common theme in these accounts is the transformative nature of the experience. Many individuals report that hearing these frequencies marked a turning point in their lives, leading to significant personal or spiritual growth. Some describe sudden insights or revelations that came with the sound, as if the frequencies themselves carried information or wisdom. Interestingly, some individuals report initially mistaking these sounds for tinnitus or other auditory anomalies. It was only upon further exploration or guidance from spiritual teachers that they began to interpret the sounds as something more significant. This highlights the role of interpretation and context in shaping our understanding of unusual sensory experiences. Another recurring element in these testimonials is the sense of being chosen or called. Many individuals express the feeling that they were specifically selected to receive these spiritual communications, often for a greater purpose or mission. This sense of purpose can be profoundly motivating and life-changing for those who experience it. Some people report that their ability to hear spiritual frequencies is intermittent or linked to specific circumstances. They might describe certain locations, times of day, or personal states of mind that seem more conducive to perceiving these sounds. This variability adds another layer of mystery to the phenomenon. It's worth noting that not all experiences of spiritual frequencies are auditory. Some individuals describe feeling vibrations in their body, seeing colors or patterns, or having a sense of expanded awareness. These varied accounts suggest that the perception of spiritual energies might manifest differently for different people. While these testimonials are compelling to many, they also face skepticism and alternative explanations. Some argue that such experiences could be the result of suggestion, expectation, or altered states of consciousness rather than actual perception of external frequencies. Others propose neurological or psychological explanations for these phenomena. Whether one believes in the concept of chosen ones or not, many spiritual traditions teach that it's possible to develop and enhance one's spiritual sensitivity. This process of spiritual growth and awareness is often seen as a journey of self-discovery and inner transformation. Meditation is frequently cited as a powerful tool for developing spiritual awareness. Regular meditation practice is said to quiet the mind and heighten sensitivity to subtle energies. Many practitioners report that over time, they become more attuned to inner guidance and spiritual insights. Sound-based practices such as chanting, toning, or listening to specific frequencies are often used to enhance spiritual perception. These techniques are based on the idea that certain sounds can align our energies and open us to higher states of consciousness. Binaural beats and isochronic tones are modern variations of this approach, using technology to create specific brainwave states. Mindfulness practices, which involve cultivating present-moment awareness, are another popular method for developing spiritual sensitivity. By learning to pay close attention to our thoughts, feelings, and sensory experiences, we may become more attuned to subtle spiritual phenomena. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of purification practices. These might include dietary changes, fasting, or abstaining from certain behaviors. The underlying belief is that by purifying the body and mind, we become more receptive to spiritual energies and frequencies. Energy work, such as Reiki or Qigong, is another avenue for developing spiritual awareness. These practices involve working with subtle energies in and around the body, potentially enhancing one's sensitivity to spiritual frequencies. Spending time in nature is often recommended as a way to attune yourself to natural rhythms and energies. Many people report feeling more spiritually connected and receptive when surrounded by the natural world. It's important to note that developing spiritual awareness often requires patience, dedication, and an open mind. Many practitioners describe it as a lifelong journey rather than a destination. They emphasize the importance of maintaining a balance between spiritual exploration and grounded, practical living. While these practices can be deeply meaningful and transformative for many, it's also crucial to approach them with discernment. Critical thinking and maintaining a healthy skepticism can help navigate the complex landscape of spiritual development. The journey of developing spiritual awareness, whether it leads to hearing spiritual frequencies or not, often results in personal growth, increased self-awareness, and a deeper sense of connection to the world around us. These benefits can be valuable in their own right, regardless of one's beliefs about spiritual phenomena. The idea that only chosen ones can hear spiritual frequencies presents a fascinating intersection of spirituality, perception, and human potential. It challenges our understanding of reality and invites us to consider the possibility of experiences beyond our ordinary senses. While science may not yet have definitive answers about the nature of these frequencies or the ability to perceive them, the topic continues to intrigue and inspire many. From ancient spiritual traditions to modern scientific inquiries, the concept of subtle energies and heightened perception has captured human imagination for millennia. Whether interpreted as divine communication, evolutionary advancement, or simply a unique form of sensory experience, the phenomenon of spiritual frequencies offers a rich field for exploration and contemplation. Ultimately, whether one considers oneself a chosen one or simply a curious seeker, the journey of spiritual awareness can be profoundly transformative. It invites us to look beyond the surface of our everyday experiences and consider the deeper mysteries of existence. The concept of chosen ones who can hear spiritual frequencies is a thought-provoking and multifaceted topic. From individual accounts to scientific theories, it challenges our understanding of reality and raises questions about human potential and spirituality. Whether one believes in this phenomenon or not, the journey of developing spiritual awareness offers valuable opportunities for personal growth and connection. As we continue to explore this fascinating subject, may we approach it with open-mindedness, skepticism, and a sense of wonder.